Okay, we're going to move to Chapter 6, and let's begin with Section 6.2 and discuss topics in Section 6.2. And 6.2 essentially is the first section in Chapter 6, and it deals with perimeters of polygons. And the perimeter of a polygon is essentially just the distance around a polygon. So let's say we draw a polygon, maybe say a pentagon, a five-sided polygon. And in this image, each side has potentially a different length. For example, we have this side here, 3. This side has a length of 3. This side has a length of 5. This side has a length of 2. And this side has a length of 4. So, if we want the length of the perimeter of the pentagon, we would just add all these sides up. So 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 equals 17. And that's the perimeter of our polygon, more specifically the perimeter of our pentagon. We can come up with equations for some other common polygon perimeters. Let's start with an equilateral triangle. Here we have 3 equal sides. So the equation for our perimeter is going to be side plus side plus side. So we can simplify that as just 3 times s, or 3s. So for example, if this was our equilateral triangle, each side was length 6, we would have for our perimeter P equals 3 times 6 equals 18. For a square, again, all the sides in a square have equal length. We'll just call them length W. So our perimeter equals W plus W plus W plus W equals 4W. Similarly, for a rectangle has 2 sides that are the same. We'll call those W, but it has 2 other sides that are different. We'll call them L. So our perimeter for a rectangle is L plus W plus W, which is the same thing as 2L plus 2W. Or we could even write it like this, 2 times L plus W. For example, let's try a rectangle. Find the perimeter of this rectangle. Well, we're only given 2 values here, but we know that this side is the same as this side, and this length is the same as this length. So this is 2 times length plus width equals 2 times 3 plus 8, which equals 22. All right, let's try a little more complicated one. What's the perimeter here of this polygon? Well, it looks like we're missing information. So can we solve this polygon? Well, why don't you take a second, see if you can solve this, and I'll do it. Okay. If we're a little clever, we can use the formula for a rectangle to solve this. So first off, let's go ahead and select this line here, and then we're just going to move it up. We'll move it up vertically to that position. Next, let's select this line. We'll then also move it up to that position. Okay, now we'll move these lines over. this line over, and I'm a little sloppy here. It doesn't match up exactly, but it should match up exactly, and you can intuitively see that it should match up exactly. And this 3 was really unnecessary. It was kind of just a little bit of misdirection. You don't need to know even that was length of 3 to do this. But now you've constructed this by imagining the lines in the previous position, or in a new position, as a rectangle with width 10 and length 11. Here I put it back in its original shape, and I've drawn some arrows to show the direction you pull the lines up, and I have the little yellow line to show the rectangle. So essentially then our perimeter is just going to be 10 plus 11 times 2. So this is 21 times 2 equals 42. All right, how about a circle? Let's find the perimeter of this circle. Well, we did this before, but let's talk about it again. So here is the center of the circle, and then from the center I can draw a radius to the outside edge. And then recall, I could place 3 radiuses around the outside, like so, and then I'd have a little bit left over that wasn't a full radius. That was 0.141 times the radius. And actually, recall, this was an irrational number. So in total, I have r plus r plus r plus 0.141. This number goes on for infinity. R. This equals, well, I can through my distribution rule, I can pull out an r. This will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0.141 going on for infinity equals, so this equals r times 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 plus 0.104 is 3.141 dot 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 dot, or we commonly replace that with r equals r times 3.141 equals pi. So this is half the perimeter. It's not the full perimeter. So if I want the full perimeter, I need to multiply this by 2. Often we say 2 pi r.